my visa right now. Well, I'm actually going to San Diego first because my friend Kiana lives in San Diego. So we're going to see her. And then tomorrow morning is my appointment. And we're going to drive to LA in the morning. I'm currently in the middle of nowhere. Literally the middle of nowhere. It's been nothingness for like 2 hours now. I'm going to be in Yuma in like an hour. I'm going to get gas in Yuma before we get to the California side. Because I don't want to be spending that much money on gas, and the gas in California is like $3 more than in Arizona. So I guess you'll be updated. Let's see the gas prices when we get to Yuma, because I'm scared. We just made it to the gas station in Yuma. I looked up what the cheapest one is, and it's actually not that bad. It's $4.50 for premium, which is basically the same as Tucson. So it actually won't be too bad. I'm in San Diego. I just got to my friend's house, but she's not even here yet. So I'm gonna stay here for a minute and wait for her. I'm so excited. We're gonna go get lunch and then get a sweet treat. Maybe some Din Tai Fung. I see Kiana! I left San Diego. I'm currently driving in LA and it's horrible. I don't know, I was here in March, and tell me why there was like no traffic, which is crazy because it was during spring break. And now that I'm here during school, there's more traffic than I've ever seen in my life. And nobody here knows how to drive. Can we talk about that? But yeah, I'm literally just sitting here in traffic going 1 mile an hour. But I need to go to the UPS. I need to go to the UPS store to print out something because I forgot to do it the other day. So I need to print that out and then go to my appointment, which I left with an hour of extra time so I could go to Gull's coffee shop. I don't have time for that. Maybe I'll have time after, but I don't know, because right after this I have to drive to Phoenix for a concert. I don't even know if I'm gonna make it on time. I'm probably gonna be late, but I'm not in LA very much, so I feel like getting Gull's coffee shop is like a must. I just printed my papers and I'm late, and there's also a big semi. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My car's over there. Okay, this semi let me walk around him, but I'm on my way back to my car. I'm already late for my appointment, but it says they have a 15-minute grace period, so hopefully there's no traffic on the way there because it says it's only 6 minutes away, so hopefully we can make it. Okay, we made it out of the visa appointment. Don't know how. It was interesting, guys. Somehow I forgot several documents that I needed. So when you get your checklist, make sure you actually get everything on it, because I didn't even know there was a checklist. I just asked Google what I need to bring. I followed that, and then I got there. She was like, do you have your checklist? I was like, what checklist? And then she told me everything I needed. I was like, I don't have that stuff, sorry. So then I had to text my host family, and they had to send an email of their IDs and a note saying that I'm gonna take French classes when I get there, because apparently to get a visa you need proof of French classes. I'm not in French classes right now, so if you don't have proof of being in a French class right now, you have to have your host family send an email saying that you're gonna take them when you get there. And now I have an hour to kill. So we're at the Grove. We're gonna go to La La Land. We're probably gonna go to Brandy Melville. Let's figure it out. Let's go spend some money. I got some strawberry banana toast and the banana cloud latte, which is what I get every single time. It's the best. Guys, I just got back to my car. I just met Kenzie and Dylan from Love Island. I love Love Island, guys. This is my water bottle. I cannot believe, I was walking around too. I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna meet anybody from like Love Island today, because they be walking around LA. And I met Kenzie and Dylan. Guys, this is the best day of my life. This is the absolute best day of my life. Here's the pictures we took together. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. So I was gonna drive home and then drive with my mom to Phoenix, but we don't have time to do that anymore. So I'm gonna drive to Phoenix. I'm gonna meet my mom there. We're staying Noah Khan, and he doesn't come out till 8:30, and it's a 6-hour drive. So I'm gonna be there at like 7, maybe 7:30, probably because there's traffic and stuff. But I should be there on time to see him. This matcha is genuinely the best matcha you'll have in your whole life. Banana cloud latte with extra cold foam. I'm stuck in the worst traffic ever. I'm trying to get out of LA right now. So I thought I would just go ahead and talk about how horrible the process was this morning. So first of all, I forgot to print out some of my papers. So I had to go to UPS to get those printed out. And they were taking forever. And I was the only person in there, but they were like deciding to do everything else, which I understand, like that's your job. But like, I was the only customer. And they were just like folding boxes. So I was already late to my appointment. And then I got there and I couldn't figure out where to park because my map was like not giving me like a parking spot. Like my map wasn't showing me where to park. My map was just showing me where the building was. So I ended up finding a parking garage like right next to it, and it was like an underground parking garage. So I went down there and I went to go like get a ticket, and there was nothing to give me a ticket. It was just a keypad. So I like look out my window because there's like a guy working there. So I look out my window. I was like, hey, like how do I get in? And he was like, do you not work here? I was like, work here? No. And he was like, this parking lot is for employees only. I was like, oh, okay, great. So at this point, I'm already 15 minutes late to my appointment. Finally, I get out of that parking garage, but then all of downtown LA is a one-way. So I had to go all the way around a bunch of these buildings to finally get back to the correct parking garage. I went down there and it's genuinely a maze. Genuinely, it is a maze. I could not figure out where to park. I couldn't figure out how to get anywhere. So finally, I find a parking spot, and then I asked the guy how to get to the French visa office. He tells me where to go. So I go upstairs. I go up the escalator to try to get to my appointment. I get up there. I'm at the front desk. I'm like, hi, I'm here for my visa appointment. They're like, this is not the right building. I was like, sorry? This is where the guy just told me to go. No, that was incorrect. The guy told me incorrect. So I had to go across the street to go to the other building. And then I got there and he was like, you're late. I was like, I know I'm late. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm really sorry that I'm late. So then I had to talk to like 4 different people to get me into the right room. And every single one of them was like, you know you're late, right? I was like, yeah, I know I'm late. I'm sorry. I apologize for it like 10 times now. Then I finally sat down, finally got all my stuff done. And they said it'll be here max 3 weeks. My flight's next week. So let's really hope it takes the minimum amount of time and not the maximum amount of time. Because I really don't want to have to pay to push back my flight. I mean, if I have to, I guess it won't be the worst thing in the world. But I just don't, okay. My phone is shaking so bad. Bro. If I have to push back my flight, I guess it won't be like the worst thing in the world. I just don't want to have to do that. So I guess we'll figure it out. So it's now the next day. Yesterday was just insane. I took a couple videos of the concert. I didn't film very much, just some of like the most popular. Guys, I had my car turned off because when it's on, like it makes it shake a little bit. So I had it off so that it wouldn't shake, and then my alarm turned on. That was actually so embarrassing. But yesterday I was gonna film a little bit after the concert, but then there was like insane traffic, and then I got caught in a huge monsoon, and it's 2 hours from Phoenix to Tucson, and it was storming pretty much the entire time. And Mustangs and rain do not mix. So it was probably like the scariest 2 hours of my whole entire life. But then I finally got home at like 1, and then everything was fine, but it was scary. But yeah, that's probably gonna be the end of today. The next video will be just all packing and getting ready to leave, because we are now like 5 days away. I leave on Wednesday. So we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We have 6 days. I'm scared. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.